We all like to go to the movies, and that's no secret. Even so, more and more people have been enjoying their favorite films and series from their couch at home. In the process, there are tons of movie scenes that we would like to pause or rewatch a second time. So it's hardly surprising that there are a couple of scenes with hilarious mistakes or surprises that have been more watched than others. Today, we proudly present a selection of film scenes which have been paused or rewound particularly often, and hence went down in history. Let's not waste any time and get started. The first movie scene dates back to 1977 and appeared in Star Wars: A New Hope. Some of you may already know this scene, but some of you may not. It's a scene that was never planned as such and that has become legendary for this very reason. A group of stormtroopers rush into the hideout of C-3PO and R2-D2, but the steel-reinforced door isn't fully open, and so the mishap occurred. One of the stormtroopers bumps his head while charging against the door, so he has to put back on his helmet. Did that really just happen? Must many fans have asked themselves while pausing and replaying that moment. This awkward scene became so well known that George Lucas decided to add a sound effect in the 2004 version to draw even more attention to it. But there's more to it than that. He even went so far as to purposely incorporate a new headbutt into the prequel, Star Wars: Attack of the Clones. The already 39-year-old movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark from 1981, has also a special moment on hand for us. While Harrison Ford threatens his enemies with a bazooka, a fly makes itself comfortable on the lips of his rival, played by Paul Freeman, and then it makes its way straight into his mouth. This high-protein meal shall not be granted to the actor, because just as the little fly reaches its goal, a few frames, which must not have made it to the final cut, go missing, leaving us the question whether the little guest survived. It is certain, however, that everyone discovered the fly. Press pause here too. In January 1999, Disney had to withdraw over 3 million video cassette tapes of the animated cartoon, The Rescuers, due to a picture of a naked woman that could be seen for 2 single frames. This moment is hard, if not nearly impossible to catch sight of at normal running speed. However, one person managed to pause at the right moment, and so when it became apparent, the scene for the new version was immediately substituted. In retrospect, it turned out that it was a shot from a Playboy magazine. Perhaps I should remind you, we are still talking about a Disney movie. The next scene is from the Superman movie, Man of Steel, in which Clark Kent's alias Superman is personified by Henry Cavill when he flies towards the transforming machine in an energy beam. The face of Christopher Reeve, who passed away in 2004 and was known for his Superman role in previous movies, can be perceived for a few seconds. After a while, however, this fan theory turned out to be unintentional, as Zack Snyder made clear. In fact, there was no face implemented using CGI, it just looks like it due to the similarity of the two actors' faces. Too bad actually, we would definitely have liked this as an Easter egg. Many of you may not or partially have noticed it, but Tyler Durden, played by Brad Pitt, appears several times in the movie Fight Club, even before his character was actually introduced. He makes his first appearance a few milliseconds in the hospital corridor. Here is the moment in slow motion. Next, he appears in the encounter group, where he's standing provokingly and arrogantly in the middle of the room, or as the narrator is looking for the woman in the dark back alley. Tyler lights up a cigarette in a relaxed manner, but that's not all. In the office, he already sneaks into the scene too, while our main protagonist is boringly making copies at the copy machine. But see for yourself, if you thought that this must be everything, you're mistaken, because already in the hotel, Tyler appears on a TV commercial, here on the right side. Last but not least, when Tyler is beaten by Lou, you can see the narrator in pain upon closer examination. In the 2014 movie Troy, we noticed a particularly small but funny detail. In the fight scene in which Paris is running back to secure the sword, one of the shield-bearing opponents falls quite brutally to the ground and loses his shield in the process. But see for yourself, did you spot it? Here again, look to the left of Paris above the lying helmet. In his early 20s, the stockbroker Jordan Belfort, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, founded his own company, which quickly became a big hit. he becomes a multimillionaire and enjoys his excessive life of luxury to the fullest. Margot Robbie, who plays the sexy woman at Leonardo DiCaprio's side, has a scene in the film in which she arouses the stockbroker with her sex appeal by splaying her legs. To her surprise, this moment was broadcast live by a security camera, which her husband had hidden in the teddy bear in the children's room. Thus, not only did her spouse get deep insights, but sadly, also the security staff. Although an exceedingly large number of viewers can't help themselves from pausing here, the curious will be disappointed as the perceptives and cuts are brilliantly set. In the movie, There's Something About Mary, we see Ben Stiller on the day of his first encounter with the parents of Mary, played by Cameron Diaz, as he entraps his private parts in the zipper. Ouch! When Mary's stepfather tries to help her date, we as the viewers could flush with shame, since the reactions of the actor lets our imagination run free. Eventually, the scene of the accident is presented to the audience for a couple of seconds. Many must have wondered what exactly he got stuck in, and others must have wished they'd never seen this. Just in case, we'll spare you this sight by censoring it. Now we are going to talk about the most paused scene in film history, hence why it should not be missing from our summary. In Basic Instinct, the actress Sharon Stone uses her feminine charms during an interrogation to manipulate police officers, including Michael Douglas. In order to do this, she crosses her legs so that deep insights are bestowed upon us. Originally, the scene wasn't in the script like that at all. However, during a meal with Sharon, when the director talked about an acquaintance who had demonstratively gave a glimpse under her skirt, the actress was ready to incorporate this into the film. She did know that the scene was actually shot without panties, but she assumed that you wouldn't really be able to see anything in the final version. As soon as Sharon Stone saw the movie for the first time with an audience, she was so shattered that she slapped the director in the face. Now this is your chance. Which movie scene made you press pause? If you like this format, please do not hesitate to leave us a like and we will work on further videos for you guys.